Hey everybody, welcome to the True Crime Squad. I'm Kristi Brower, and I'm here by myself today. Katie had somewhere she had to be, so guess what? I'm here, as we sometimes do. But I want to say welcome to all of you. Grateful you're here, whether you're here live or after the fact, on YouTube, on Apple, on Spotify, wherever you are. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. So I've picked a case to jump in on because it is about to go to trial. And that is the murder of Ashley Flynn. This is Ashley. And her husband, this guy right here, Caleb Flynn, is accused of her murder. So I wanted to share with you today kind of an overview of the case so that we're ready and roaring to go when it comes time for the trial itself, which is coming right up. Now, Caleb's case is partially gagged and the hearings are not being streamed. Now, it is believed that the actual trial will be streamed, but there were worries about things getting released that would later impact his ability to have an impartial jury. So that's why I haven't been streaming any of the hearings, because they're not streamed. Some of them get posted later after the fact, but a lot of times it's just clips. And yes, there was a hearing yesterday in this case where the judge was accused of having bias. It ended up being resolved and it wasn't actually bias, but it was quite interesting. Sorry, I'm playing around with some layouts that are obviously not working well for me. Sorry. I know, I just keep doing it. Something's wrong. I don't know why I'm down in the corner, but I can't fix it. I was hoping I could fix it. I can't. So anyway, we'll just leave it as that. Turns out that the judge really was not compromised. One of her attorneys used to work for the DA's office that is trying this case, but there's been no crossover at all. And the defense and Caleb agreed that they didn't see it as a conflict. So I think probably the best way to kick this off is to play the 911 call. Now, we listened to a lot of 911 calls over the years on this show, and so I think y'all are pretty astute when it comes to what's happening, what you're hearing versus what's really happening. And I don't know, I'm very curious for you to hear this and tell me what you think about it.
Oh my God.
Miami County 911.
Oh my! Somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke in my home and got my wife.
Are they still in there?
I don't know.
Okay, what's the address?
932 Cunningham Court, Tipp City, Ohio. Please hurry. Please hurry.
Okay. What are you seeing?
My wife she's got 2 shots to her head. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God. Sir, please.
Ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath, okay? Do you still see anybody in the house?
No, the door to the garage was wide open. Please hurry, please. Oh my God. My daughters are here. My daughters are here.
Where's she at?
She's in the bed.
Are you with her?
I am in the room. I'm looking at her. Yes, please.
Okay. Do you guys have the door locked?
We have the door to the garage locked, but into the house, yes. Please. Oh my God.
Where's that room at in the house? My partner's getting them dispatched, okay? But I need you to answer my questions so I can get you help as fast as I can, okay?
What question?
Where are you guys at in the house?
I'm in the bedroom with her right now.
Okay.
My daughters are in their room.
So you are not with the children?
I was with the children when it happened.
Okay, but you're not with them now?
No, they're in their room. They're not even awake. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Sir, please, please, please.
They are heading that way, okay? I need you to take a deep breath for me. Are you hearing anything?
No, I've rubbed her leg and said her name. She's not answering.
Your daughter's not answering you?
A couple things to note. First, the 911 operator calls him ma'am the entire time, which is kind of funny. He does have a little bit of a higher pitched voice. I don't know if that's why. Also, he was with the daughters when this happened, and they're asleep. Their bedroom is literally across the hall from where Ashley's body was. And they're asleep? Doesn't make any sense at all, does it? And there is no attempt at CPR in this call. There is no attempt of any kind of rescue behavior until the 911 operator tells him to do something. But he's not trying to help her.
No, hold on, I'm putting on my shirt. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Your daughter's not answering you?
No, they're across the room.
Okay.
In their room.
Okay. Are you hearing any kind of noise inside the house?
No, her face is, oh sir, her face is white as good ghost, please hurry.
Okay, whose face?
My wife's face.
Your wife's face?
The one who was shot.
She was what?
Shot, I said.
Okay, where was she shot at?
In the head. I hope there's blood everywhere.
Okay, is she breathing?
I don't think so. Ashley, baby, please. Oh my God, she's not.
Okay, she's not responding to you?
No. Oh my God.
Okay, do you see anybody in the house now?
No, it's black and the doors are locked. The door leading to the garage door was wide open when I ran in there.
Okay, do you see any kind of vehicles?
No. Wait, no, the door, there's a side door in our garage door that's open by the, oh my God.
Okay. Okay, I need you to just take a deep breath for me, okay? They're getting to you as quick as they can. Is that door still open?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What do I do?
Is she breathing at all?
I don't think so. There's two shots.
Okay. If you are comfortable, I want you to go and find a cloth, and I want you to put a cloth on that gunshot wound, okay?
Like a towel?
Yes, like a towel, but do not apply direct pressure to it. Just put it on that blood wound, okay?
Okay. Oh my, okay.
I need you to just take a deep breath for me, okay?
Okay.
Just get that cloth, and I want you to put it on that wound, but don't apply direct pressure to it, okay? They're coming to you as quick as they can, okay?
I just laid it on her head.
Okay. Where are the juveniles? Are they okay? Have you checked on them?
I haven't checked on them.
Okay. Can you go check on the juveniles for me?
The police is here. The police.
So his story is that an intruder came in the house and shot his wife in the head twice while he was in the bedroom with the little kids. And then he comes out and finds her like this and calls 911 and has no idea if the intruder is still in the house, and also has not checked on his children. Do you think this guy really believes there's an intruder in his house? Do you think that he would leave his little girls alone if he thought there was an intruder in this house? Doesn't track for me.
Okay. Can you go check on the juveniles for me?
Wait, the cops just pulled over. They just left.
Okay. I need you to go check on the juveniles for me, okay?
They're still sleeping.
Okay, you still see them breathing? You don't see any wounds on them?
No. The cop just pulled away. Sir! The cop is here.
Okay, I want you to... Okay, open the door for him so he can get into her, okay?
Okay, he's running. He's coming to me. Sir! Please, sir! I don't know. The door to the garage door was wide open. I'm her husband. No, I don't think so. Yes. Her head.
Hey, ma'am, do you still have me on the phone here?
Wide open.
Okay.
And I went here, and then there's a door all the way to the right. That one's open. Behind us. Yeah. Yes. Bring it. My daughters are in the bedroom over there. They're still asleep. Sure. Have you checked the 911? Yes. No, every door. Listen. Oh my God.
Okay. So that's the 911 call. A lot of red flags in that call, I think. Right. Does that sound like real crying, or is that hyping himself up? Oh my God. That's what it sounded like to me. Like that's what he thought he should sound like. And so that's what he sounded like. He does a lot of weird muttering and stuff. I'm going to show you a clip of the body cam. It's not all of it because honestly, there's not a lot on the body cam. And at one point he throws up, and I just don't think anybody needs to see that. But I was thinking about how could you make yourself throw up? One way is you can inhale a whole bunch of air, and that might make you throw up. He's responding the way you think he thinks he's supposed to be acting. It doesn't seem genuine to me. I cannot figure out how his little girls are sound asleep if their mother was just shot in the room across the hall. I can't understand why, if he thought there was an intruder in that house, he would leave the room, check on Ashley, and stay in Ashley's room, in the bedroom with Ashley, leaving his children unprotected if there was an actual intruder. He also points out that the door to the garage is open over and over and over again. He's setting up his narrative. And how does he know the door to the garage is open, right? What was he doing? Opening the door to the garage? One of the officers says that door, it looked like there was a fridge in front of that door and that the fridge had been slid out of the way in order for the door to open. Like maybe this was an unused door. Yeah, no real crying. Yeah, he did really succeed at the panic pitch of voice to the point that the 911 caller thought he was a woman the entire time. That just kind of cracked me up. But Right, and it's true. They don't have to be crying right away because of shock, but this felt contrived to me. He also said the same things over and over and over again, kind of like maybe he'd rehearse them in his head about what he was going to say. I don't know. This struck me as wrong and weird. Let me show you a body cam footage clip. This is just some of it. There's a lot. Right here at the very beginning, he's asking the officer, but my captions wouldn't pick it up. Is she gone?
She gone. She's gone.
Is there any other signs of anything? They just walked in through the man's shoulder?
The detectives will come and talk. The detectives will come and talk to him about it. But what he said is, someone broke into the side door. The side door is partially open right now. Side door to the garage. So, I mean, my sergeants who got here first, he was here maybe 15 seconds before the other officer and I. But I mean, what he said to you is basically all that we were told as well.
But there's no signs of any rustle or disturbance? Or
I'm not going to lie to you. We try to limit who goes into the room itself.
Yeah.
My sergeant went into the room itself, so I didn't. I just saw from the outside.
Well, she was just laying. Yeah. She was just laying there. She was just laying there. All right.
maybe ice
Just for a little bit, okay? We don't want you out here in the cold. Where's?
I'm gonna stay on the porch in case the girls wake up. Can I stay right here?
Yep.
Okay, so the lady that was with him, that is his mother. He was allowed to call her. They wouldn't let her come in the house, but they let him come out to talk to him. I cut out a bunch of really hysterical, strange behavior from him with her. And to the point that they decide maybe the paramedics need to come and look at him because he's pretty hysterical. And that's where, so they were taking him to take a look at him. And the mother was waiting. Those babies had still not gotten up, guys. It just doesn't, that doesn't make sense for me. So let's get into some of the details. So this is in Tipp City, Ohio. Caleb is from Tipp City. He had an American Idol appearance in 2013. He did have some regional success as a singer, but he didn't ever become like a national music figure. They were very active in their church. He was a worship leader. There was a lot of church related things in his background. Caleb and Ashley were married. They lived together in Tipp City with their 2 daughters. And of course, everyone says, oh, they were just the perfect little family. Everything seemed perfect with them. We can't believe Caleb would do something like this. The usual. Ashley was a teacher with real strong ties to her community. She was described by friends and community members as respected, dependable, and devoted to her children. Ashley was pregnant at the time of her death. This, of course, has been a big factor in her murder. So, big community reaction when she was killed because she was fairly well known, being a teacher, and people were really afraid. If this was a home invasion, she's murdered with her 2 young children in a bedroom across the hall, and somebody breaks in, like the community was really scared. after this because, of course, his narrative is that there was an intruder. Ashley actually died from multiple gunshot wounds too, I believe. Let's see. Investigators shift to Caleb pretty quickly as the sole suspect because they cannot verify that there was an intruder of any kind. There's nothing to indicate anybody forced that door. No damage anywhere, no broken locks, nothing, no like footprints outside or fingerprints inside of people that didn't belong. Like there's just nothing like that. The scene appeared staged. And right, how did he know she was shot twice? Yeah, he knew some things that did make you kind of wonder. How did he know about the garage door? How did he know she was shot twice, right? He knows some stuff. So some things that there's a lot we don't know because this trial is partially gagged, and so there's a lot of evidence we don't know. There are a lot of rumors, but things that we know for sure there aren't that many. Detectives immediately felt like the scene felt off. It didn't resemble a chaotic burglary. Like there wasn't just chaos everywhere. Some things were, like out of place, but like it had been staged, not like it had happened organically. One thing that is thought to be a big focus is the placement of the shell casings in the bedroom. Because things have been moved around a little bit. And so it may help to, if you remember in the murder of Charles Vallow, shell casement placing became very important in refuting Alex's version of the shooting. It's possible that some of that will come into play here. Right, the dogs. Did the dogs seem scared like there'd been an intruder in their house or upset or angry? They didn't, did they? They didn't seem scared or spooked at all. They're in a lot of the body cam, and we saw them in the door at one point, but they're coming in and out of the room and stuff in the body cam footage, and they do not act like a stranger's been in their house at all. My dogs would be so freaked out and spooky and barking and suspicious. Those two weren't. Another thing that we think will come up at trial is blood pattern evidence. Where Ashley was when she was shot, whether she was moved, whether where the other person was, where the spatter went. The 911 call timing, wondering if there was a delay, some of the wording used during his 911 call that didn't track. We've talked about some of that. Also, there's just no indicator of any outside suspect. There's no unknown DNA, no footprints, no stolen property trail. There's no stolen property at all. And there's no credible outside suspect. There was nothing. There were no indicators that there'd been a strange car in the neighborhood. Like nobody saw anything, and they never found like, how did this person arrive at the house? Where did they go when they left? There's nothing to indicate that there ever was another person. So there's really only one surviving adult that they can for sure link to the scene, and that's Caleb. They just have some conflicts between his statements and physical evidence. The way that he's setting up a story doesn't necessarily match with what they're finding. He was arrested within like 3 days of the murder. He was initially charged with murder, felonious assault, and tampering with evidence. But his case did go before a grand jury, and they came back with 11 counts that included additional counts tied to Ashley's unborn child. his bond was set at $3.5 million. So you can imagine where he's been. Right in jail. There is definitely footage showing him visibly distressed. That is real. Does that mean he didn't do it? No. Doesn't. There have been some problems with jail communications with him, where the prosecution has accused him of witness tampering, trying to get people to change their stories leading up to the trial. That's why there's a partial gag. Nobody's allowed to talk about anything, him included. He has not been charged with any kind of witness tampering, but the allegations have been made. Let's see. I wanted to show you some more video. Here is a little bit of interrogation video. It's not really interrogation. It's just kind of getting his DNA, talking to him a little bit, and then when they actually arrest him at the police department.
Meet you under these circumstances, sir. Again, you can call me Will. Now, what was your first name, sir?
Caleb.
Caleb. All right.
Anything for me or coming from out of town, like my phone and everything.
I'm gonna try to get everything processed with that we would need, and we'll see what we can do.
Did you catch that? That's his big concern, getting his phone back. That's the big concern, because he knows what's on it.
About as far as like getting it back to you as soon as possible. But unfortunately, in the situation, it's kind of standard for us to collect everything. Okay. I'm gonna step out since you're doing your thing with him. If you need anything, just
Okay.
All right.
Pretty simple process. So, I'm sure Detective Morgan.
This maybe.
Yeah, I got one. Thank you. Kind of told you. So for touch DNA, if there's stuff left at the residence, this would eliminate you. Like if the crime lab, they see it and they're like, okay, no, this matches the homeowner. So we need, or it doesn't. So now we have this other profile. We got to try to find out who that is.
Okay.
So with these, it's real simple. It's sterile, new packaging. So if you just open your mouth and then I just put it in and I swirl it around on your cheek a couple times. So sounds like a home invasion and went bad or something like that. So, all right, let me check with the detectives real quick if they need. I don't know if they would actually need your boxers. If they do, then I'll ask. But
I need you to stand up when we place that over us. All right.
step forward.
You want evidence?
What's that?
Turn
What
around for me,
evidence?
sir.
We're not going to discuss that here. Okay. There's
Put your
a time
hands
and a place
together
to
for me,
do it.
like
Did Patrick call you?
What's that?
Did Patrick call you?
Now I didn't know that he was calling me. So
His lawyer's supposed to be calling him right now.
okay. Yeah. We'll get in touch with him.
I'm being cordial and being cooperative, so I'm not being.
You want to give him a hug real quick and go ahead and do that?
He's fine. He's strong. I'm sure it'll come up. There's absolutely no evidence. They know how much you love that woman. You're gonna be okay. If you're strong, you're Sammy. You're strong. You're okay. This will work out.
Sir, do you have anything that's going to poke or stick me? Any sharps or anything?
He hasn't eaten in days. Can you get some water at least? Water you're taking him?
They'll give him food.
Are we holding non-priority calls then? I got a fraud that came in.
So that's his arrest. I'm not sure if that's his brother or if it's someone from the church. If somebody knows who that guy was in the video, tell me, that was with him. Was not sure who that was. One of the things that's really missing in this case publicly is a motive. Now, there's a lot of rumor about motive, and one of the rumors is that he was having an affair with a woman from the church. See, he was a worship leader. Some people have called him a pastor. I'm not exactly sure what church it is, but he was very involved in their church, and he did some preaching of some sort, I think. And so there's a lot of rumor around potentially that there wasn't actually an affair between him and this woman at the church, which may be a motive. We don't know for sure because they are really keeping the evidence tight in this one. But, he wanted his phone, didn't he? He didn't like they were keeping his phone, wanted to know how soon he would get it back. And, he's not really getting it at this point, I think. Right. We don't know if there was a financial motive either. But there very well could be. Also, she was pregnant. Was it not his baby? That I don't know. I mean, I think it probably was. But, there are a lot of things like that that can be motive in a situation like this. But there's a lot of stuff we don't know because they've held the evidence really tight. They are determined to get a very clean jury pool or jury chosen for this. Camera access has been pretty tight. It is expected that the trial itself will be live streamed, but leading up to, things have just been released after the fact. Like there are pool cameras in the room, but they're not allowed to stream directly. But it looks like they probably will be for the trial. Fingers crossed. What did he do with the gun? Good question. Don't know. There were 2 guns in the house. Well, one in his car, one in the house. Let's see. His hearing yesterday, they thought maybe there would be a final gag order at that point. Like that was one of the things that was believed to maybe be happening in that hearing. It is not at all what happened. It was just the potential problem with one of the judge's employees, but that was solved. The trial remains set to begin on April 28th at 6:45 Mountain, or 8:45 Eastern. It's going to be real early, but I'm just very confused by this case because there are so many holes. I'm really looking forward to the trial because I feel like there's a lot to be learned yet about Caleb Flynn and about Ashley and their situation and what happened. There's a lot that hasn't been released, which is kind of nice. We get to be a little bit more like the jury. Now, I know there are a lot of rumors out there, but there's not been anything released evidence-wise to say for sure if those rumors are true or not. So I kind of like coming into a case more blind like this. It's pretty interesting. I want to show you this last video. This is his first court appearance after he was arrested.
Session of the Honorable Judge Stephen Mr. You may be seated.
All right, this is case 26 CRA 285, Caleb C. Flynn. Mr. Flynn, you have several charges here. Count 1 is a murder charge, is a felony of the first degree. Count 2 is 2 and 3 are both felonious assault charges, second degree felonies. Count 4 is tampering with evidence, a third degree felony, and that's count 4. Count 5 is tampering with evidence, a third degree felony. Mr. Faulker?
Your Honor, Mr. Flynn was pleaded not guilty and would ask for this matter to be scheduled for a preliminary hearing. Mr. Flynn is residing in Tipp City. He doesn't own a commercial flooring company. He is not on probation or community control. He has no other charges pending against him and has no criminal history. We would ask the court to
Mr.
That's
Flynn, we're
just
going to
the
set your
public
case
defender.
for a preliminary hearing for next week on February 26th at 1 p.m. You do have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford one, you can apply to the public defender's office and they'll determine if you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the court with regards to a bond in this case?
I'm so sorry you cut out there.
Is there anything you'd like to tell the court with respect to bond in this case?
I don't really understand that, so no,
Okay,
sir.
so the court has to establish a bond, sir, to ensure your appearance, okay? So the court will establish a bond and you have the right to tell me, hey, I'm not a flight risk, I am a flight risk, or anything of that nature. Is there anything you would want to tell me about that?
Sir, I just want to take care of my daughters. I'm not at risk. I'm...
I understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, the court is going to order a $2 million blanket bond in this case, covering all of your charges. Should you post bond in this case, the court will order that you be on pretrial services electronically monitored house arrest. Furthermore, the court will order that you will have no contact whatsoever, directly or indirectly through a third party with. You are not permitted to speak to them in any way, shape, or form. That includes electronic communications. You are not allowed to communicate through family members whatsoever. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. We're adjourned. Thank you, sir.
So yeah, not only does he not get to go home and take care of his daughters, he can't have any contact with them. The bond was initially set at $2 million. Then this went before a grand jury, and it was bumped up to $3.5 million when it came to light that Ashley was pregnant. Now, one thing I want to point out to you is that this crime happened on the 17th of February this year. This is moving very, very fast. He has not waived his right to speedy trial. And already heading immediately to trial at the end of this month. It's very fast. It's one of the fastest from crime to murder trial I've ever seen. People keep expecting that this is going to get, that it's going to get delayed, that more things are going to come out and there's going to be a delay, and it just has not happened. So it is on track for April 28th. The judge was pretty clear in that hearing yesterday that that is absolutely her intention, that this trial will go forward on the 28th of April. So it's pretty wild because there hasn't been enough time for a lot of stuff to leak out in this case, honestly. I think that's one of the reasons why we don't know very much, is because it's moving so quickly. But I'm very curious and fully plan to stream it. Fingers crossed that we're going to get to, but I'm pretty sure we will. They are worried about protecting the jury pool, but once the jury is sat, I don't think it's not going to be nearly as big of a deal. And this court normally does stream high-profile murder trials, and this is considered one. So, right, Kristi, maybe there's so much obvious evidence they don't need a long time to prepare. I've wondered that, they've got to have, we don't have no idea what the electronic footprint is here. We don't really know what the ballistics have to say or the blood spatter. Lots of stuff. We also do not know about the murder weapon. Is it one of the guns that were in the house? The problem, I think, that's pretty clear is that after she was killed, he delayed before he called 911. And so he had time to move things, to adjust things. And maybe, he thought he could wipe the gun down and put it away, or he went out back and buried it. Or I don't know. I'm not sure where the gun is. Right. His defense does seem to be okay with that date. They are not trying to change it. I think I am not sure if his attorneys are public defenders or not. I will find out. Good question. But he does have attorneys. Yeah, that judge does have a very interesting cadence, don't they? the main judge in the case, she is very measured, doesn't seem to get her hair on fire about anything. Even this thing that happened yesterday where, there was a possible compromised employee in her office. She was not spun up about it at all. So I think it's going to be interesting. But yeah, this is the fastest trial I've ever seen. So I'm hoping you will join me over on the Trials channel and we will give it a watch. I'm very suspicious of him from just his behavior. Just doesn't track for me. His story doesn't track for me. But have I seen some actual evidence that, yes, he for sure did it? No, I haven't. So I'm pretty curious to see how that's going to play out. So we'll be airing that on the Trials channel starting on April 28th. We will be back here on True Crime Squad tomorrow at 6 p.m. for case updates. And we'll be back on Thursday for our last episode of the week. And Katie will be back with me tomorrow night. So, yeah, I don't think the judge will put up with fake crying or nonsense. I don't think she will at all. She's pretty no nonsense, and she's just not getting wound up in all of this. So stay tuned. We have lots more coming this week. And we'll be looking forward to this trial on the 28th. I'll be doing some updates as we go. If there's, I think there's another hearing coming up on Friday that, again, I won't be able to stream, but at least we'll see what's happened there. But yes, tomorrow, Rex Hewerman has a hearing, April 8th. I'm guessing it's going to be 9:30 Eastern, 7:30 Mountain. I'm going to go live at 7 just to be sure, but most of the hearings in this court seem to start at 9:30 Eastern. So we will be streaming that over on the Trials channel, and we'll see. Is he going to take a plea? There's rumors he might plead to an 8th murder as well. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am fascinated to see what is going to happen at this point. So that's tomorrow. I'll be going live at 7 Mountain. We'll see when the court goes live, but I do believe that this will, in fact, be streamed, so we'll be able to watch it. All righty. Well, thanks for being here, and you know it. We are the True Crime Squad.